Hi friends, welcome. My name is Michelle. If we don't know each other, I'm glad you're here. Glad to be with you. This is our fluid hatha practice. This week focused on grounding, but specifically grounding in intention. To be rooted in intention. Everything you do, everything you say, even your thoughts, can keep connecting back to intention. In the physical practice, in the asana practice, there's this sort of saying that every pose is trying to get back to Tadasana, right? Tadasana, our sort of basic standing posture, is sort of the root of every other standing posture. And this, we can think about really rooting down, hugging in and expanding out in that Tadasana shape, and we will in a couple minutes. But then to keep coming back to that feeling, that sort of blueprint shape in every other shape. So I want to sort of tie that to this sense of intention as the root, the sort of root pose, the blueprint for everything we do. So we'll start with a resonance practice, a resonance offering as always. And my invitation to you is to use that time to allow that resonance to move through you, to allow yourself to settle into this shared, supported space, and tune in toward intention. Whether you have a broad intention right now of what you're sort of cultivating or offering, or if it's just for this hour, what is the intention of this practice? What are you up to? What are you here for? Using this resonance practice to sort of tune in toward that and let it stick with you through the movement practice. Yeah? So find first any supported seat. opportunity now to join in, to offer breath and intention as the sound of Om together. First, find a full breath in, breath out. Toward Om, a breath in. Let that resonance continue to live in your breath. Let it expand. And intention too lives in this breath, in this body as we move. And we'll move first of all to stand. We're coming toward a Tadasana shape. So this sense of really rooting into the earth. I like to stand with my feet about hip width apart. You might like to stand with your big toes touching. Yeah, up to you. But experiment with what it means to have your feet parallel to each other, whether that's the inside of your feet or the outside of your feet. Yeah, depending on how you feel. Soften your knees so you could yield your weight down. You might also soften your eyes closed or down low to really bring the attention inward. Connect to intention once again. Let it live like at the center of your pelvis. If your pelvis was a big bowl, at the center, let it be this place of rooting into intention. Feel it move from there with breath, expanding out into your limbs. And rooting down into the earth. So root down through four corners of each foot. As you root down, feel a little rebound reach up through the crown of your head, up into the sky. So you have now this sort of channel for breath and energy to move. Now, with your inner thighs, hug toward that channel. Like if you were holding a block between your legs, that block would move backward. Yeah, it's an inward spiral. But sometimes that inward spiral will bring your tail back. So you want to bring it down, keeping the inward hug, yeah? But bring your tail down and lift your navel up, sort of a neutral pelvis. So there's some work now, yeah? That hugging in and down and up. And also breathe. Soften your shoulders, let your palms face forward. Imagine you could breathe up from the earth like a root, like a tree drinking water from the earth. Drink the breath up through your legs to the center. And then out through the crown of your head, through your fingertips. Again, just a full breath in. Breath out can bring attention back to intention. If you're not already, take a little step to the front of the mat. And just take a couple more breaths to sort of blueprint this in your mind, this rooting down, hugging in and up as you press through the four corners of your feet, lift through your crown, light up your fingers, Find a full body breath in, all the way to the back of your lungs. Fill up. Clear out. Keep all that, except reach your fingertips toward the sky now. Still tail down, your belly lifts. Your front ribs draw in so you could breathe again to the back of your lungs. Maybe look up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. And then as you exhale, pull your hands down through heart center to keep the strength through the center as you fold forward, Uttanasana. Your legs still have Tadasana. They root, they hug in, they lift up. Your inner thighs spin backward. Your spine is long as you fold down. Breath in. Breath out. Shift your weight to the right and push through your right foot. It's from that place of intention, from center. Lift through your belly to lift your left foot, like it just sort of hovers off the floor. Then extend your left leg back, your crown forward. Bend your standing leg, step your toes back. And pause here. Yeah, your fingertips are on the floor. Energize your back leg for a moment, like you're in Tadasana still. There's this hug in through your inner thighs. And kind of press up through the back of your left thigh and down into your right foot. Hug in through both legs, then lengthen your spine. You might even find that your fingertips want to lift off the earth. Now, if you find that the back of your neck is all scrunched up because you're looking forward, instead, could you lift the back of your ears, the back of your skull to lengthen? Now, soften your back knee, draw your heart forward, a cow lunge we sometimes call this, yeah? Peel your heart forward through your collarbones. Then press down through your feet, lift your hips to extend your right leg, a little or a lot. A cat lunge, lift your belly and round your spine. Couple times with breath. Inhale, lunge forward. Your back leg softens to pull your heart forward. Big opening through the front of your left hip. With an exhale, press through your right foot. Lift your hips back. Pour yourself forward, round. Once more. Inhale, lunge forward. This time, let your back knee touch down. Ardha Anjaneyasana. And it's up to you whether you bring the top of your back foot to the floor or keep your toes tucked. Yeah, whichever one feels more stable for you. But again, hug in through both legs. Root through this front foot to hover your hands off the earth. And reach up tall. Hug in and up and down. Yeah, to feel that same channel of breath. Big breath from the earth all the way up through your fingers. And out. Press into your right foot, reach taller. Begin to twist, reach your right arm back, left arm forward. So again, we have this hug in and extension out. Full body breath in. As you exhale, bring both hands down to earth. Come back toward that sort of cat lunge. Re-engage your back leg. Lift your hips to extend your right leg. Round your spine. Sort of puff up between your shoulders. Press down through your fingertips. We're going to use this to step back toward downward facing dog. Yeah, so if you like, if that's like super scary to stay on your fingertips, feel free to soften your knee and plant your hands, but it's going to be harder to get up. Yeah. So our goal is just like when we stepped back, we want to lift from the center to hover this right foot off the earth, even if that's an invisible hover, and to slide it back without so much scraping on the mat. And then root your hands. Maybe soften your knees a little to again hug your inner thighs toward each other and back to lift your tail back. And keep your navel lifted toward your spine. Your front ribs draw in. Even your arm bones hug in. Press into the earth to feel length. Stay for the next exhale. Hug in to lift through your hips, lift through your heels. Begin to round your spine. So again, the back of your heart leads forward. Then draw your right knee toward your nose. And bring it back down to the earth, or just your toes to the earth. Your left knee toward your nose. Round your upper back, look forward to step forward. Then bring your back knee down. Press down through your left heel to hover your hands, to lift your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Hug in through both legs, down through your left foot to reach up. Kind of draw your tail down, maybe even soften your hips a little bit with an exhale. Inhale, hug in and up. Swim your left arm back, and always when we twist, you can reach up and back, or it might feel better to reach down and back. Hugged in through your legs. Expand out across your wingspan. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, reach out long. Spin both hands down to earth. Tuck your toes behind you if they're not. Coming toward this sort of cow spine first. So just hovering your knee off the earth. Draw your heart forward like your ribs are going to move through your collarbones. And then with an exhale, press through your left foot, lift your hips, straighten this front leg, any amount, a little or a lot. Stay for a breath, round your spine, lift through the center. Lunge forward with an inhale, again, soften your back knee. Keep the hug through your legs though, peel your heart forward. Use an exhale to press through your left foot, lift your hips, hug through both legs, round your spine. Lunge forward. Straighten your back leg. So you might hover up through your hips a little bit. Pour your weight forward. Push through your left foot to lift the right and step forward. Fold Uttanasana. Breath in. Breath out. Press down through your feet. Soften your knees. And begin to roll up along your spine. We're coming back to Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and then soften. Back to intention, back to Tadasana. Hug in and down. Reach up through your crown. Press through both feet. Inhale, reach your fingertips tall. Urdhva Hastasana. Feel like your thumbs are sort of lifting the back of your waist, the back of your lungs. Keep that. Bend your knees to sit back deeply toward Utkatasana, chair pose. Press through both feet, lift your lungs. Now you could keep your arms tall or reach forward if it's a little too much to reach tall. But bring some attention into your legs like Tadasana. Yeah, so you're pressing down through your feet to lift up through your crown. That same inner spiral, your inner thighs hug in and back to settle back. Tail down, your navel lifts to support you. Hug in through your arm bones. Breathe. Let this shape reflect what you're here for. Yeah. Intention lives here. Breath in. Breath out. Press down into your right foot. Draw your left knee toward your chest. Stand up. Even here, they've got that hug towards center. Press down to lift up. Twist your left arm, either down and back or up and back. Hug towards center. Feel an engagement of your belly, like that's what's holding your left leg. Then expand across. Breath in. Breath out. Hug forward through your left arm and up. Press your left heel back, bending your right knee. You're gonna sweep your arms back like Dekasana. Well, it is Dekasana, airplane pose. But again, hug your legs toward each other. Hug your arms toward each other. Draw your tail back, lift your navel toward your spine. And lift the back of your lungs, the back of your head. Keep that, but bend your standing leg more. Keep the back leg light and then reach to the back of the mat. Your heel drops down toward warrior one. Press through both feet to rise. Virabhadrasana. Yield some weight down. Hug in through the inner thighs, in and back. Down through both feet. And really through the pads of your feet, but just for a moment, lift your toes. Just your toes, yeah. And feel that sort of draw the energy inward. Hug your muscles to your bones. Keep that sort of in and up, but let your toes spread and soften toward the earth. Breathe. Connect to intention here. Super simple practice today in terms of asana, yeah, but we're bringing it all back to Tadasana, bringing it all back to intention. Be with that these last 2 breaths. Keep your legs, reach your hands forward. Find that sort of hug, like you're squeezing an imaginary block between your arms. Keep the hug, but bend your elbows along your body and then back like you're moving toward camel pose. Bring your hands to the back of your sacrum. But rather than just press forward, bring some energy through your hands down. Same as Tadasana. Now your tail draws down, belly lifts up, and use that sort of lift to lift through your sternum. Draw your shoulders and your elbows toward each other to lift, to make a little shelf for your heart to lift on. Draw your chin back toward your chest. Down and back, that is. Draw your ears back, find a breath in. Press through both feet, breath out. Breath in, rise back up, reach tall. Hinge forward. Hands to the earth. Again, free your back heel. Hug in, lift through your hips to step your right foot back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Soften your knees, hug in and back through your legs, in and down through your arms. Breath in. Breath out. Lift through the center, lift through your hips. Draw your left knee first toward your nose. Keep your hips as tall as you can. Draw your left knee more toward your left shoulder. Then replace your left foot. Hug in and up through center, in and down through your arms. Draw your right knee toward your nose. Right knee toward your right shoulder. Stay light through your hips. Look forward, step outside, just outside your right hand. Spin your back heel down. This time we're moving toward warrior two, but again, move with intention. So first, hug your inner thighs in and back. Press down through both feet until your hands get light. Then reach up. Swim your left arm back. Yeah, warrior two. Feel the Tadasana in your legs. Might again lift your toes and then set them back down. Tail draws down, your navel up. Expand out. Be here with intention. Last breath in. Press through both feet, breath out. Bring both hands down toward the earth. Free your back heel. Bring some weight forward. So lift your back heel, lift your hips, bring your weight forward. Pour forward to step, forward fold, Uttanasana. Breath in. Breath out. Press through your feet. Hug through your legs to rise, Tadasana. Down, in, up. Breathe. Let your whole body breathe, like this shape itself could breathe. Oh, just as I said that, there was this huge gust of wind. It's like my apartment building is breathing too. From here, reach tall. Again, lift the back of your lungs. Keep that length as you bend your knees, settle your hips back. Again, your feet, just like Tadasana, could be about hip width or could be closer. But lift through the back of your lungs to hug in through the front ribs. That actually gives you more space to breathe. Settle back. Inner thighs hug in and down. 2 breaths. Begin to pour more weight into your left foot. Push down into the earth to lift your right knee toward your chest and stand. That same Tadasana energy in your left leg. Root it down, hug muscle to bone, lift up. And then sweep your right arm back or down and back to twist. A lot of work is happening at the center. From there, send intention out. Depending on your intention, maybe that brings a softening. Maybe it's a brightening. The sense of receptivity, whatever you got going. Hug your right arm, again, forward and up. Hug in and up. Then press your right heel back. Bend your left knee, sweep your arms back. Dikhasana. Hug in. Firm your back leg, just like in that first lunge. Hug in, draw your shoulders back. Hug your pinkies toward each other. Lift the back of your head. Lift the back of your ears. Keep all that. Bend the standing leg more. Keep the buoyancy at the back line. Then reach your toes back, back, back with intention. Land your heel toward warrior 1. Root both feet. Lift your fingertips. Again, lifting your thumbs to lift the back of your heart. Tail down. Bring some weight down into the earth. Hug your inner thighs in and back. Hug in through the front ribs to lift the back. More space to breathe. Settle. Root in intention. And let that breathe. Stay with the hug in the legs, the action in the back leg as you reach both arms forward. Plug your arm bones in, hug like you're holding a block between your hands. Keep the strength at the center. You bend your elbows back along your body. Root your hands to your sacrum. Press down, not forward. Hug in to lift. Press down to lift, to reach. Draw your chin down and back. Open up across the throat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press into the earth. Keep lifted. Still breathing. Next, inhale. Root into the earth. Climb up your spine. Release your arms tall. Then forward, slow. Keep reaching down to the earth. Free your back heel. Hug in and up through center. Round your spine. So pluck this left foot off the earth and step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Hug in and down through your arm bones. Lengthen. Hug in and back through your thighs, through your tail. Breath in. Breath out. Hug in and up through your hips, up through your heels. Press to your left foot, draw your right knee in toward your nose, round your spine, keep your hips tall. Right knee toward your shoulder. Bring it back to earth, toes back to earth. Left knee now in toward your chest, toward your nose. Left knee out toward your shoulder. Stay lifted through your hips, look forward. Step toward your left pinky toe, left pinky rather. Spin your back heel down. Before you lift toward warrior one, hug your inner thighs in and back. Press down through both feet, lift through your belly till your fingers lift, then rise. Warrior two. Again, with intention, yeah. Hugged in and down. Maybe that sense of lifting your toes to hug the muscle to the bone and then softening them back to the earth. Imagine that channel through your whole body, like you drink breath through your legs, up through the center. Expand as you exhale. 2 breaths. Yield the weight down, press into the earth, expand. Both hands down to earth. Free your back heel. Lift through the center, round your spine, lunge forward, forward, forward. Press your left foot to step forward, fold Uttanasana. Breath in. Breath out along your spine, let it go. Press down through your feet, begin to roll back up, already hugged in through your legs as you roll. Tail draws down, your sternum lifts. Soften your hands at your sides one last time here. Hold on to intention, but know that you don't have to grip onto it, right? There could be effort here without struggle. Effort balanced with ease. Hug in and down. Reach up through your fingers, Urdhva Hastasana, lift up, maybe even up and back a little, but keep rooted down through both feet, breath in. Exhale, pull your hands down through heart center to fold Uttanasana. Hinge from your hips, breath in. Breath out. Press down through your left foot. Hover your right foot off the earth, again, as if it's hugging up into center. Then reach back, 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 reach your crown forward to reach your toes to the back of the mat. Hug in and up, round your spine toward that cat spine. Hover your left foot slow. Like you could just pluck your left foot off the earth, even if that lift is invisible. Energetically lift off the earth, sweep it back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in.
Extend through your spine, breath out. In and down through your arms, in and back through your tail. Hug in and up through the center till your heels lift again. Now remember that feeling of hugging one knee toward your nose, and imagine doing both at the same time. Yeah. Bend your knees. Hug your knees like you're trying to reach your knees for your elbows. Hug in. Keep bending until you're hovering your knees off the earth like a hovering tabletop. Keep the hug, but then lengthen your spine. Yeah, feel a big breath in. Breath out, touch down through your knees. Feel again the length. Untuck your toes, lengthen the back of your lungs. Breathe out here, extend through your crown and your tail at the same time. Keep that sense in the torso, but walk your hands back in toward your knees. Press down through your shins to rise up. So now you're just on your shins, but imagine Tadasana still. So root down through your shins instead of your feet, well, and the tops of your feet. Hug your inner thighs in and back. Again, if you were holding a block between your thighs, it would roll backward. Balance that by rooting your tail down, lifting your navel up, your sternum up. Draw your shoulders back. It's like the back of your shoulder blades, really the front of your shoulder blades. Lift your heart. Yeah. So we're moving now toward a camel pose, Ustrasana. But we're from this place of support. So we're going to open up with intention. Yeah, supported. So just like we did in Warrior One, reach your arms forward first and find that balance, that open channel through your torso. Because that's going to stay open even as we're extending the front body. So again, hug in through your arm bones, hug in through your legs. Keep the hug through your legs, bend your elbows along your sides, hands toward your sacrum, root down. Hug your elbows and shoulders toward each other to lift through your sternum. Keep the hug through your legs, that is a support base. Draw your chin down and pull back so that your throat stays open too. Stay with the breath, hug in to lift up. Breathe where you are. At least 2 breaths. Maybe you could stay for 3 breaths, hugged in through your legs and your arms to lift your sternum up. Hug through your legs, through your belly to lift back up. Then bring it down, hips to your heels. Take a moment. Let everything just settle. Tune again toward intention. What are you up to in this practice? Maybe in a broader sense too, what is your intention? And can you express that in the way you move? On the mat, in the world. We're going to find that shape one more time because the second time feels better. Yeah. So before you even rise up onto your shins, find the hug through your legs. That'll also help you get up. Hug in and down through your shins to rise, your hips lift. Draw again down through your tail, up through the center. Hug through your legs, reach forward. Hug through your arms. Breathe. Feel the channel that's open through your pelvis, up along the spinal corridor, up through your head. Draw your elbows back so that even if you want to reach back further onto your thighs or onto your heels, the hug in is going to keep you lifted up out of your lumbar. Draw your chin back, down and back to stay open. Hug in through your legs to lift your heart up. So it's more up
Think more up than back. Yeah. And breathe where you're at. Find again, at least 3 breaths. Hug in to support that open space. And then lift up out of it. Settle yourself back down. Breathe. Settle back in. And shift your weight to one side to bring your feet out in front of you. And I want you to feel supported in this seat. Yeah, so you might bring like a pillow or a bolster under your knees so that you can sit up tall. Or if you really find yourself like rounding, yeah, if you feel yourself tucking your tail, it might be really helpful to sit on something. And you want to just bring it like to the very edge, like your butt is almost hanging off of it so that it's tilting your pelvis forward, tilting your tail back. Yeah. So take a moment to support yourself in this seat so that you feel yourself sitting tall, and you might take some flesh out from under your sits bones so you can feel as if your bones are rooted to the earth. Flex your feet to start. And again, we're imagining Tadasana. So press through the ball mounds of your feet. Like you're lifting your toes off the earth in Tadasana. Feel the hug toward your bones. Spread your toes as if you're softening them back to the earth. Keep sort of a pull back of the pinky toe side of your toes. Find a little hug through your legs and down as you reach your arms tall, like Urdhva Hastasana. Lift your thumbs up the back of your heart. Then swim your right arm back or down and back to twist. A little just energetic press forward through your right heel because it might have drawn back a bit as your right ribs draw back. Find a breath in. Soften into the twist. Soften your shoulders. Breath in, breath out. Sweep your right arm forward and up. And just sort of reset yourself. Hug in and down and up along the back line of your body. Then swim your left arm back to twist. Again, super simple today. A lot of work with not a lot of poses. Hug in and out. Each exhale, soften into the twist. So it's not forced. You're adding ease. Sweep again, forward and up. Now, double check. In fact, bring your hands to your hip creases. And double check this tilt forward as if your thumbs are at the back of your waist and your fingers are sort of around your hip creases, your thumbs get higher. Yeah, when you tilt your pelvis forward. Again, if you feel that your knees need to bend when you do that, you might want to support them. Yeah, something under your knees. But press down through your heels, down through your sitting bones, lift your heart up. Begin to pour forward and go like until you feel the first resistance. And then again, tilt your tail back, your pelvis forward, lengthen through your crown. Even like you're being lifted by the ears, draw your chin in, lengthen through your spine. Then go forward a little more. Drop back through your hip creases, forward through your crown. Take a big breath in. Then fold forward this time. Allow yourself to round. So again, you might have support under your knees. You could also bring some support like a block under your forehead or a pillow between your chest and your legs. If you want to find a little extra, I don't know why, but sometimes you want a little extra sensation. Imagine still pressing your big toe mounds into the floor or into the space in front of you, and pull your pinky toe sides back. Be here and breathe. Be here with intention. Not just waiting for it to be over, but here on purpose, with purpose, reflecting your intention. And take 2 more breaths, full body breath to the back of your lungs. At the back of your legs, breathe. Let your belly breathe, all of it. Now root your hands into the earth to come up halfway. Yeah. And then spread your heels wider. You can do this anytime, by the way, in a forward fold if you need more space in front of you, more space for your chest, more space for your belly, whatever is here. But everybody try it. Bring your heels wider and then find the same thing. Tilt your pelvis forward. Draw your tail back to pour inside your legs. So now you could open your heels any amount. You could really make it a wide-legged fold, or you could just fold. You could just open up like halfway. But just giving yourself a little different stretch, different opening, and more space for the front of your body. Drop your head heavy. Allow yourself to be supported here. Take 2 more breaths. Root to the earth. Breathe from there. Press into the earth to walk yourself back up. Stack your spine. And then you can use your hands to help bend your knees. Bring your feet to the earth in front of you. And again, your feet could be hip width or a little bit wider. Gonna lay back onto the earth, slow and steady. Feel your feet root. And at first, let your arms just rest at your sides, palms up like Tadasana. Let your collarbones go wide. If it feels good, you might roll your shoulders underneath you a little bit. Give yourself a little more space at the front body. If you feel like your chin is higher than your forehead or higher than your nose, tuck your chin down a little to find that open channel for breath. Bring your arms wider now toward a T shape. The same softness of your shoulders. Walk your feet a bit wider than your hips. maybe even like to the edges of the mat. And find a little sway side to side. That could be really slow. Yeah, you could just like go to each side once, or you could move a little bit if you have a little more wiggle to get out before we're gonna be still. But give yourself this space to move. We're moving toward a twist. So just stop when you feel like stopping, really. We'll do both sides. It doesn't matter which one's first. I'm going to take the right side first, stacking my left leg on top of the right. And what I really want to encourage in this twist is for you to stop anything. Stop pulling or pushing or working in this shape. Soften. See if your chin might fall to the left. If not, don't force it. Breathe in this shape. Breath comes from the earth, and through that place of intention, it moves through your body and then out. Just like it moves out through your actions, through your words, off the mat. Stay another breath or 3. Feel free to stay longer if you found something interesting you don't quite want to leave yet. But when you're ready, just finding your way to the other side. You could find that sort of sway side to side again if you'd like, before you make your way over to the other side. It's up to you. But again, once you find the shape, let go. Allow yourself to be supported and easeful here. Maybe each exhale is a reminder to soften, to let something go. Send it down into the earth to compost. And again, feel free to stay longer if that suits you. When you're ready, we're coming back through center into any last symmetrical shape or movements that you need. Yeah, you might just hug your knees in. You might find a happy baby shape, or send your heels up onto the wall or a piece of furniture. You're finding your way towards stillness. But do anything else you need, like anything you need to do or feel before you can be still. And then when you're ready, whether it looks like Shavasana or like a seat, some other supported shape, We're moving toward this state of yoga. An awareness of our connection, our interconnection. With everything else, everywhere. State of awareness that you are supported, connected, empowered. Release any grip, physical or mental. Allow yourself just to be. Begin to notice again that you're breathing, that you're supported and connected. Notice the resonance of breath and intention within, moving through. Feel free to stay low or to gather toward a seat. Just a moment to be together, again, with the sound of Om. It's a sound that honors this path, the path of collective liberation. It honors all that came before, our ancestors in practice. It honors this space we're sharing and everything we carry with us. And a full breath in and out. And toward Om, a breath in. Let that resonance stay with you as intention lives within you, moves through you. It's from that center space where we're connected. I bow to you with love and gratitude as always. Appreciate you being here in community. Yeah. Do say hi. Say hey in the comments. Tell us what you need. We can support you. Some requests for next time. And we can support each other. Hope to see you soon. Be well. Hey friends, me again. I just love being here with you, sharing these practices. And I love the sense that we can be in community together, near and far. So do say hi. Let us know where you're coming from. Let us know how you're experiencing these practices and what you want from them. How can we support you? And if you want to support us and what we're up to, the easiest way is just to like this video. Subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach more people. It helps make it more sustainable for us to share more with you. Hope to see you soon. In the meantime, be good to each other. Be well.